Welcome to this lecture on IT General Controls, or ITGC, focusing on access, change, and data controls. In this session, we'll explore how these foundational technology-based controls protect the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of organizational data and systems. As organizations rely more on digital systems, IT General Controls have become essential for ensuring that information technology supports reliable operations and accurate reporting. Weaknesses in ITGC can undermine even the best-designed manual controls because most financial and operational processes depend on technology. ITGC are the policies and procedures that apply across the entire IT environment. They establish the foundation for application controls and help ensure the reliability of data processing. The key areas include access controls, change management controls, and data controls. Let's start with access controls. Access controls ensure that only authorized individuals can access systems, applications, and data necessary for their job roles. The goal is to prevent unauthorized access that could lead to data breaches, fraud, or system manipulation. Access controls operate through three main principles: identification, authentication, and authorization. Identification assigns a unique user identity. Authentication verifies that identity using passwords, biometrics, or multi-factor authentication. Authorization determines what each user is allowed to do within the system. Key access control activities include assigning user roles based on the principle of least privilege, granting only the access necessary for job functions. Enforcing segregation of duties within IT systems to prevent conflicts of interest. Implementing user access reviews periodically to remove or adjust permissions for employees who change roles or leave the company. Maintaining audit logs that record login attempts, data changes, and administrative activities. A strong access control environment not only deters external hackers, but also minimizes the risk of insider threats. Next, let's discuss change management controls. Change management ensures that all modifications to systems, applications, or infrastructure are properly authorized, tested, and documented before implementation. Poorly managed changes can introduce errors, vulnerabilities, or system failures. Effective change management follows a structured process. 1. Request and authorization. All proposed changes must be documented and approved by management or a change control board. Testing. Changes should be tested in a non-production environment to confirm that they work as intended and do not negatively affect other systems. 3. Approval and implementation. Once testing is complete, authorized personnel implement the change in production. 4. Documentation. Detailed records of the change, including approvals, testing evidence, and implementation results, must be maintained. 5. Post-implementation review. Follow-up evaluations ensure the change achieved its objective without introducing new risks. For example, when updating an accounting software module, IT should document the change request, test it in a sandbox environment, obtain approval, and only then apply it to the live system. Skipping these steps could lead to corrupted data or downtime. Finally, we have data controls, mechanisms that ensure the accuracy, completeness, and protection of data throughout its life cycle. Data controls include input controls, which verify that data entered into systems is accurate and authorized. Examples include validation rules, drop-down menus, and format checks. Processing controls, which ensure data is processed correctly. Examples include automated error checks and batch control totals. Output controls, which verify that reports and results are accurate and distributed only to authorized users. Backup and recovery controls, which protect against data loss due to system failure, human error, or cyber attacks. Data retention and disposal policies, which ensure compliance with legal and regulatory requirements while minimizing exposure of obsolete data. Together, these data controls maintain the reliability and availability of critical information, supporting both operational and financial objectives. To illustrate how ITGCs work together, consider this scenario. A company implements an ERP system update. Access controls ensure that only the IT team and authorized vendors can make changes. Change management controls require testing and approval before deployment. Data controls verify that all information migrated during the update remains accurate and complete. This integrated approach safeguards system stability and data integrity. Testing ITGCs is an essential part of internal and external audits. Auditors typically review access rights, inspect change management documentation, and test backup recovery procedures. Weaknesses in any ITGC area can lead to increased audit risk and potential control deficiencies. Technology itself is evolving. Cloud computing, remote work, and AI have introduced new risks and challenges. Organizations must continuously update their ITGC frameworks to address modern threats like ransomware, third-party access, and automated decision-making. To summarize, IT general controls form the foundation of a secure and reliable IT environment. Access controls restrict who can enter the system. Change management controls ensure system integrity, and data controls preserve accuracy and protection of information. Together, they create confidence that the digital systems supporting operations and reporting are dependable and secure. In our next lecture, we'll explore application controls, where we'll see how automated system-level controls ensure that individual transactions are valid, complete, and accurate. Thank you for joining me in this session on IT general controls, access, change, and data controls.